All right, this is exactly how you switch from USDC or USD.E to USDT to JMPT. You take everything from your C bridge and then you swap it to your Metamask, and then you take that Metamask, you put it on your Pancake, and once you have on Pancake, you swap it to USDC if it's not in USDC, and then you take that and swap it for JMPT. All right, good. There you go. Video done. Now I'm playing. So I'm gonna show you guys step by step how to do everything through a GUI, through a website. And there's a better way of doing that because I have one little flaw in that, and it's based on my location. So I'm gonna show you guys that right now. Before we get into Metamask and what Metamask is basically your hot storage of your cryptocurrency. I want to show you why you can't use 1 inch. I don't know what happened to 1 inch. Things change over time. Technology changes all the time, and you can see enough that access restricted. So I had to make a whole nother way of using USDC or ETH or WETH and transferring that through a different bridge and onto your requested token. So let me go ahead and just bridge over at Metamask. This is your hot storage. If you don't have Metamask, just download it through your store. So I use Google Chrome when I downloaded it. This might pop up a good amount of times, but we will want to have our bridge, right? So typically, before we even do this, we want to have this ETH on our Metamask, right? And the way you will do that is either through a CEFI. So using the CEFI is like using Coinbase, is using Binance, these CEFI protocols, right? And CEFI is just doing the DeFi for you to make everything a little bit easier. Primarily, I'm using Coinbase Pro, which is more technical, but you have way more control in establishing where your coins want to be on the market. For this case, I'm not going to show exactly like the whole process, because the process would take like a few days to actually have my own money and transfer that to ETH and not take out the public address. But I already have the ducats on there, so we can skip that little piece and get on to the final first beginning of that piece and be able to transfer over a good amount of ducats. So I done this around 8 months ago, but I have other ways that I want to show you guys throughout different videos. So primarily, I'm going to now do this order, and like the way I want to do the order is basically to now deposit or actually withdraw out in Tether. So now I have to deposit in Tether and then draw it out, and then becomes a public address that I can take and put it on my Metamask. So let's go ahead and deposit in Tether. Let's go ahead and do, let's see here. So I'm going to Tether. I first have to go back to the market and trade it. Let's go ahead and do that. And make sure you guys are confirming your info on these CEFIs, on your Binance, on your Coinbase, whichever you're going to use, because they could be locking up your accounts and stuff like that. So you have to check in with your stuff. So let's go ahead. Let's just type it in. We can go up here, do USD to USDT. And I don't see it here, so I'm just gonna type it in USDT. And once I have it here, I'm just gonna put like $20. I don't know. But initially, from my previous video I have out on Atlas Earth to JumpToken, GMPT token, I have around like $10 on there. So I primarily just want to do the same amount just for the same case. Do $10, do $10.10, right? Just in case. And I'm gonna go ahead and buy this. Right. So I place that order. It's most likely filled. I most likely have it automatically, because on exchanges you want to put a price for a certain type of value, and then you want to sell a type of product to the value that people are requesting. So let's go ahead and go back to over here, and I should have automatically the 10. Now I want to take this Tether and I want to withdraw it. All right, so I want to take this Tether and I'll put it to a crypto address. Primarily want to use your Metamask. You can use a separate USDT address, but to keep everything organized, you want a wallet. Go ahead and get that address that I have, and it could be any of your addresses. And then generally, it would try to validate throughout its processing throughout his coding, and it says the valid USDT address, so that's good. All right, so it looks like the network fee looks ridiculous. You might need a little bit more to transfer. We're back at the USDT. Go ahead and get $20 more. This should be making it 30. And then available balance is 37.11. So then here's my wallet. Go ahead and send me some bread. And then now we're able to put down this max, right? So then the fee, like I was saying, is 16. It's pretty ridiculous. And then we get a code through our phone. So make sure you have a two-step factor verification through your email, your phone. So we're on Binance. Let's go back to ETH. This is where we have to bridge, and then sometimes you just have to wait a few minutes to 10 to 20 minutes, but it's usually 1 to 5 minutes you have to wait. So now it is still pending, and we can check on the destination. We can check an Etherscan. Etherscan is where you can look at everyone's transactions. Since the blockchain is a peer-to-peer type of network, we want to be able to check our own network, right? And check our own transactions through our network. We can check other people's transactions and see anything's legit, anything is somewhat quote unquote legal, wherever how you want to put it, to check your own transactions throughout the network. No transfers yet. It just takes some time. All right, so I just refreshed the list, and it looks like it has one new token. So let's go ahead and import this token. Now we're at the bridging protocol of Metamask. So we're on ETH, and we're on our current wallet that we used. Let's just check up in here. I like using this originally because that's how they originally have made their wallet to look like, as the hot storage. All right, so we're on ETH, and then we have our $20. Should be fucking 37, but fees and shit. And we want to put it to BNB, right? So let me go ahead and check my notes to make sure, right? So honestly, there's like 2 steps that I mentioned that are taken away, and from bridging, we should have USDT on Binance, and we just want to connect to Pancake, but we're adding in a step because we're not going to use this wallet. We're going to use a different wallet. So let's do the full amount if I can find it, my blind ass. All right, let's do the full amount. Doing this comparison, this calculations, and now it is transferring over through network to network. And what this bridge is doing is using a external bridge, which is a seller bridge, if I'm saying it right. All right, so it's equivalent to 4 minutes here. So once you approve the token, you're just approving this transaction before you actually use the transaction. There's two steps into the fee. So you're paying 2 fees. It's gonna take up $12, which is fine. We're gonna go ahead and go through. That particular of a good idea to go through certain protocols to use bridges. You want to directly use a certain bridge. The first way I was saying was the cheapest way, but now we just have to go along with what the network is. So sometimes it's going to be that high, even if you're going directly to a certain type of bridge, and that's just depending on the mass amount of volume that's going through the entire network. Around 60, total is $60. That's fine. I'm just doing it for the video. Let's go ahead and confirm. Later down the road, if you guys are letting me know in the comments, I can find a better way to go through the network. But sometimes you just have to go through certain bridges or a stake or a type of swap that you want to do. So add-on note. So this is where it's taking your $20, $30, whatever. It's taking that amount of crypto that you have and taking it to another mainnet. So it's taking it to the Binance mainnet, to the Phantom mainnet, to the Avalanche mainnet, so on and so forth. Oh no! Oh shit! Here we go. Hold on. All right, looks like it's completed. We can switch, but we get the information later. Let's go ahead and switch. And sometimes if you don't see it, you have to go to BSC scan or Etherscan, whatever scan you're using, and import that in that token. So, or it might have a button for you to add the USDT to your Metamask if that can pop up. All right, thank you. So it does it for us. We don't have to manually do it. You have to manually just go to the scan, look at the token on that mainnet, and then go ahead and put that token address inside of your wallet. All right, let's go ahead and look at it, and we gotta approve it. It doesn't pop up for you, but it's okay. It's a click away. Gotta wait for this. I'm assuming it's not a fishy coin, since we're going through going through Metamask. All right, so we got our ducats. We had to pay a whole bunch of bread, and then you're gonna see right here. I didn't even need to do that, but I did it for y'all. Cause I got ducats everywhere, but I did it for y'all. I paid that crazy ass fee for y'all, right? But if we see some traction on the video and we see a lot of comments and likes and engagement, basically, I'll be able to show you a better way, right? So I'll just have to find it, because the one way I said is restricted for me. If you go back to this website right here, this is what I was using from before. It was restricted, the 1 inch. But I'll show you guys about C-Bridge if we get some engagement up in here. So now we have this USDT, right? We have this USDT on the Binance mainnet, on the smart chain. We want to send it to another wallet. I don't have to email it to me because I already have it here. So just for time cases, I'll generally just send this USDT out to this wallet that I have. And this wallet is another hot wallet that I have. It's on the Trust wallet. And it's always good to have multiple wallets, so you don't have everything in one basket in one location. Because then, you know, some bullshit happens and then everything is, you know, up in flames. You can't really go back to that wallet because you might have lost the password, you lost the passphrase, or you got hacked some way, somehow. And it's actually becoming a lot harder to get hacked through a hot wallet, and especially through a cold wallet, because the cold wallet is basically off the internet, off the zeros and ones. So it's extremely hard to hack a cold wallet, and it's a lot easier in comparison, but it's actually getting a lot harder because people are actually proving the code throughout these last few years. So let's go ahead and transfer to my other wallet, and there's going to be another amount of fees, right? But we're on Binance, and Binance takes a lot less fees. So once I saw we're on Binance, I'm like, oh, no more $50, $100 fees, transaction fees. We're not doing that. And then all of your transactions are going through BNB. BNB is the coin, is that currency of Binance. So you're going to be using Binance regardless, right? So, and then say, let's do a scenario. Say if you're doing BNB, you just have to take in consideration how much BNB you want to transfer, because you're using that BNB to move it. So it's reusing the same variable. But if we're using USDT, it's two different variables. So that one variable USDT and the BNB is another variable, so on and so forth. You just have to understand how much you have. You can mess with the gas price, the GUI. So gas price usually goes in GUI. It's read in WEI, but it's converted to GUI, if I'm saying it correctly. I'll definitely double check my fast, because I always do before I do a video. And you can put on the limit. So the limit will be like how fast and like how much gas you want to put in for the transaction to go through. So it really depends on like what you're doing with the gas limit and the gas price. But here it's really not that necessary, especially on Binance. So we're going to take 7 cents of what we have, which is amazing. Let's go ahead and confirm this. Go to next. It's checking everything, and it's going to confirm it pretty soon. It's just pending right now, and we're transferring this to our other wallet, right? So I like to keep everything separate and diversify everything. We have an option here to speed up, which I won't do because it's not necessary, especially on Binance, and we just finished it right there. We just transfer over our ducats. And let me go ahead and so yeah, I showed you everything I wanted to. I might come back to this. Let's go ahead and show you my sexy little phone, and I'm making sure I don't show anything sensitive. It's saying it's complete, so it should show on my phone that we got our ducats, and we want to just slide down here, and we got our 20s. We're making it rain up in here in the crypto space. We got our ducats on a Trust wallet. So we want to take this Trust wallet, and we want to connect it to PancakeSwap. Let's go ahead and connect to PancakeSwap, and I just want to separately do that. We can do really anything essential in Trust wallet, but I separately go to PancakeSwap, and when I go to PancakeSwap, come and use this. The JumpTask is our main and final destination, and I don't have PancakeSwap on here, so let me go ahead and make a new tab. And then they have a link to PancakeSwap, but I don't use that. Once we have Trust wallet, I'll go through Trust wallet itself instead of the browser. So you're just making sure, confirming everything, whatever, how you set it up, the address, your fingerprint, however how you want to set it up. Ignore that comes up on the screen. So now we have a wallet connected to PancakeSwap. Just do your own research, understand what you're using. I'll have links down in the description so you guys can research and look at what you need to look at. But we have this $20, right? And we want to swap. So they changed it a few times. So I want to be able to not buy, because that was the link that brought me to it. But let's go ahead and go there, because then it leads me to swap. And now we are connected. We're just gonna let it load on my McDonald's Wi-Fi. And now let's go to our 20. We got 20. You got a USDT. And now we want to transfer that to JumpToken. If you don't see JumpToken, type it in. And then once it pops up with certain tokens, so you might see a duplicate of ETH. You might see a duplicate of Bitcoin. Once you press on it, let me press on it here. Well, it doesn't pop up, but let me get an example. It might ask you to import it. And now once you are here, I couldn't get the screen fully. This is my imported token. Generally, GMPT is a multi-chain token. So once you're importing this token, take the address and put it into the scan, the BSC scan, and look at the transactions that are going in and out. If they're going in and out, a lot of people using it, is most likely a safe token. So that's generally one you want to check, is if it's a lot of people using it by different addresses and different protocols. So let's go ahead and come back to JMPT. Now I just want to take all of what my ducats are, and it's going to do all of the calculations and confirmations. And now my $20-something turns into 1996 based on the conversion. And now it is almost 10 JMPT. I'm gonna show you another add-on to this. So let's enable the USDT, because I want to show you guys staking inside this video. So then now we see that this pops up, and now we have the max total is 4 cents based on a BNB. Go ahead and do that. So confirmation, and all the little addresses that pop up, you can go ahead and check these, and anyone and everyone has access to these. So there's no point of hiding the addresses, because they're already on the internet to be shown to the public eye, the www to whatever. You know what I mean? To the web 2.0, web 3.0. Yeah, so it executed. We don't have to check it that it executed. It tells us that any notification. If you guys are liking this, definitely hit the like button. You don't have to worry about slippage as much in the situation. We're going to get our exact token, exact amount that was calculated. And now for the full swap is 33 cents. All right, so we already have JMPT in our wallet, but let's go ahead and add it to our wallet. Go ahead and close that. Let's go back to, I was going to pop it up for me. That's why I pressed it. Oh yeah, we're already there. Turns into JMPT. So now we have JMPT. The time of this video, you see it going down, but that's okay. You know what I mean? So that's how it is in cryptocurrency. And now we have the JMPT. What I wanted to show you guys is taking my residuals and putting it back into my wallet and put it into a stake. So here's an add-on, here's a bonus to the video. And let's go back and let's go to HONEYGAIN. So I first connected with JumpTask, JumpToken with HONEYGAIN. Let's go to HONEYGAIN. Once we have this HONEYGAIN, we should pop up with a credit. If you guys want to learn about HONEYGAIN, HONEYGAIN is basically taking your data and putting it on their own servers and selling it to different companies that will want your type of data that's on their servers, on the HONEYGAIN servers. So if you want a full explanation of that, definitely look at the cards that are attached in this video. All right, so let's go ahead. It's going to open up the same dashboard. Not a big deal. I just want to check and add on my ducats at all times. So we're going to do another transaction. I like checking the price chart at times. We'll do another transaction. I have $11, 11 ducats. Let's go ahead and take this out. Let's take out everything. Don't matter. Let's go ahead and withdraw. So we will withdraw. Yes. So they added on this. This is a brand new. is raw, right? It is raw. You can go into CELO. I haven't messed with CELO much. I just stay on Binance. I do Avalanche, ETH, Bitcoin. I just stay on those blockchains. But let's stay on Binance for now. Obviously going to withdraw back to my wallet that's connected here, and you can use that wallet to send me some ducats, send me some more ducats as you go by, and that is going to go through, right? So we can check the transactions, and it looks like it went through, looks like it completed. We can check on, yeah, let's go ahead and check. Let's go ahead and check on BSC scan. It's successful, interacted. So the token address, I was saying you could take the token transferred, right? You take this token transferred and you check what is going on with this token, right? And it literally pops up with the token JumpToken. And you can look at all the transactions that go through. It's a little different on the phone, but yeah, it's better on the computer. Like 10 seconds ago, this was pretty much me. 10 seconds ago, 43 seconds ago, 2 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago. Age and different types of contracts and addresses that would interact with it. So you want to check that primarily. So we checked our transactions. Let's go ahead and go back to the wallet. And in our wallet, we should have more ducats. We should have more ducats. This is compound interest at its finest. We're gonna wait, we're gonna refresh, and we got a 15, right? Because we need minimum 10, so we're gonna keep 5 in there. You know, we're gonna let it be. Let's go back for the final part. Is to now, our final part was really to have our ducats, right? And I'm not gonna wait the 3 days. I had ducats already. Now we're gonna transfer through all these protocols to the Binance. We have Binance and we have our JMPT, right? So once we have our JMPT, we can really do anything that we want with our JMPT, right? So I'm gonna show you what staking shall do inside of this website. Say I want to stake the first one that I have, is like the lowest one that I have available. And this is going to take at least 10 minimum, right? So you need 10 minimum to stake. I'm gonna go ahead and I can do the 15, but I'll just have some on me. So let's do 10.40 for invisible zeros. We have that. If I can scroll a little bit, okay. It's a little fuzzy, but it's all good. Go. If I can lean in with this button. All right, cool. Just put that down. So now we're doing a type of signature, right? And now we have to confirm the signature in our wallet. Right, so then once this happens, it's just making sure that we logged in, and it should have popped up with the screen. So let's go back, waiting for signature. Sometimes we can wait. We could re-sign the signature. We might have to do that. Doesn't happen too often, but we might have to re-sign the signature. And look, you look in the top right, like we're already getting our ducats back. So we compounded interest like a mo. So nice. It should have popped up. With you know what, let me use the notifications, because I remember this happened one time. I had to use a notification. Might help fix it. I'm not done. What the hell? See, this happens when you have big ass hands, man. This happens when you have big giant hands. Open up the app again, because it was on another screen, so it looks like they have to reset state from what it looks like. All right, I'm still facing issues. Been a while. Let me go ahead and log out. So we went to HONEYGAIN, we went to JumpTask. Let's go ahead and log in. Okay, it's redirected me correctly. It's doing all that. But before it wasn't redirecting me. Almost there. So I gotta show it. I gotta show the sense where, you know, a lot of people can just understand from just saying and talking. So stake, I'm gonna do 1040. Stake that. Let's go back. Didn't have to close out anything. Finally, this is what I wanted. All I wanted. We have to improve the transaction. Finally. All right, I had to close out everything and log out. So if it goes to that point, you might have to log out. Okay. Cool. And we can check in on Binance scan. We ain't gonna do that because I've done this so many times. You see the history. I'm gonna show you the history just in case if I really didn't show the history. Show you the history of all what I've been doing throughout JumpTask. All right, from here all the way up to the top, bottom to top, right there. So the transactions work. We have that. We have literally put in what we sold, we have reaped, and we put it back in to the whole protocol. So now we are somewhat compound interesting our efforts, right? So we had what we had on Ether, and then we put it towards our Binance through our little sequence that we had to take. A very costly sequence, but I did it for y'all. I didn't have to do that, but I did it for you guys. But if you want me to show a better way of doing that, which is more cost efficient, let me know. All right, let me go through it again. So now I think because it went sideways, yeah. Okay, no. Right. Make sure you guys saw that. So let's go through it again. We got BNB. We use our BNB to now pay through everything, every transaction we're going in and out of our wallet, any transaction fees, network fees, basically. All right, so then once we do that, we are now taking your USDT and we're transferring to JMBT. Once we have our JMBT, we can really put it back into JumpTask. We can take it out from JumpTask. We can now reverse this order and go through the whole thing, which is now going back to PancakeSwap, put it through PancakeSwap, and now we have it on our Metamask. We use the cellular bridge to now max our Binance to our ETH, and now we have this USDT on our ETH, and then so on and so forth, like the first way that I showed you guys. But I'll definitely find out a new way because I don't want to keep on using that for myself anyway. If you guys want to see the cost efficient way, definitely subscribe, like, and share, all that good stuff. If I see some engagement, I'll definitely show you guys. But at the end of the day, a way is a way, and if the network is really high, it's gonna be those high network fees. So you're gonna be seeing that throughout your Ether, throughout your Avalanche, all those good things. So definitely stay tuned, stay updated with the channel, and make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. Let me just refresh here to show that it is not inside my wallet basically, and I have 5 left, right? So let's go back to where we have it, just in case if I didn't show that, if it went sideways on you guys. And we have 51 staked in there, and now we're just reaping and sowing. And over time, we'll be able to have some good ducats. So over time, you'll have 10 cents, 20 cents over time, to where you're becoming a big baller. You're doing different protocols, different multi-chains, multi-calls, and you're doing so many types of supporting of the network, because you're supporting different networks. And then you're just you're getting the dividends of what you're supporting. You'll be having $20, $30 a day, $50 a day in no time, right? Just get your ducats up and you'll be able to do that. So other than that, nothing else to show. That was a bonus. That bonus took out some extra time that I didn't want to take out, but I did it for you guys. I even did the network fees for you guys. So if you guys are liking it, definitely like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. This is how you would do bridging and multi-calls, and how to take your Alice Earth, which I didn't want to show because it would take 3 days, but it's the idea of taking your money from Alice Earth, and then it's from Alice Earth, it's going to your PayPal, and then from your PayPal you are transferred to a CEFI, so to Coinbase or to Binance. And once you have it there, you're now transferring that into a different token, and now that token is going to your Metamask, to whatever. You can have Metamask, you can have Binance, but we're on Coinbase, so you went to Metamask. You have different hot wallets. Once you have that, you're now taking that that Tether, that USDC, and you are bridging it, right? For this case, for this video, you're bridging it, and now you bridge it through Metamask, and you pay those high fees, and you go ahead and whatever bridge whatever network you put it on. So the Binance or the Avalanche. Now we're on Binance, and now you go directly to PancakeSwap. I use PancakeSwap. I haven't used any of the others much, but I primarily use PancakeSwap. Once you have PancakeSwap, you put it into your JMPT, or you put it into Cake, which is the token for Pancake. For this case, we put it to JMPT, and once we have it on JMPT, we can do whatever we want with it on that protocol. So we staked it in this case in our bonus, and now you guys have seen it throughout the whole time. So definitely like, share, subscribe for more. Definitely let me know what you think about it. Take care, peace out, and I'm looking forward to new videos based on your requests and new videos I have planned. So thank you for watching, and peace out.